This is a sole communication between Yumenglong and UN Transmission. The Dark Entertainment Industry. Part 4. The Truth About LeslieCheung's Death, if Yumenglong's mention of the Barbie. Shoe case was about exposing CCP spy infiltration in Taiwan. Then the inside story of the LeslieCheung case is about exposing the shadow of CCP agents within the Hong Kong entertainment industry. In October 2025, the renowned Hong Kong star, Mr. LeslieCheung, who had passed away 22 years earlier, suddenly came to find on the most important message Mr. Cheung wanted to convey was he was never willingly homosexual. Nor did he willingly jump from the building if this message is inconsistent with information from Mr. Cheung's loved ones or any other channels. UN is sorry, but still cannot alter the messages of the deceased for any reason, because doing so would first and foremost violate the first principle in truthfulness: compassion, forbearance, as taught by Phelan Dafa. Yumenglong also confirmed to UN that LeslieCheung had depressive tendencies, but did not have clinical depression. LeslieCheung had plans for his performing career. How could a person with plans for the future and for his career possibly commit suicide? Yu hopes that friends who cannot accept this information about LeslieCheung at the moment will think carefully. LeslieCheung was still discussing work with his manager the day before his death. How could a person who was still discussing work, a person with ideals and hopes for the future, possibly go and kill himself? When Mr. Cheung came to find UN, Yu had just been brutally killed not long before. Mr. Cheung said that just like Yu, he had been surrounded by bad people, gangsters, CCP agents, and parasites who wanted to latch onto his fame. The man who claimed to be Mr. LeslieCheung's lover was a CCP agent assigned to monitor Mr. Cheung, and he had an underworld background. It was precisely because Mr. Cheung had the misfortune of catching the eye of a high-ranking CCP official that a spy was specially dispatched to control his words and actions. While posing to the outside world as his homosexual partner, the Hong Kong entertainment industry was rife with gangsters and spies. Even the talent agencies were under their grip and control. Against Mr. Cheung's wishes, they arranged for him to take on effeminate roles in cross-dressing films. This type of positioning caused Mr. Cheung great pain and prolonged depression, because Mr. Cheung's true personality was masculine, handsome, somewhat westernized, and that of a free-spirited young man, the complete opposite of the effeminate, seductive, deeply calculating, and feminized image portrayed in those films. Mr. Cheung was given a type of skin whitening injection that made his skin fair and his appearance more effeminate, the same thing that happened to Yu, who was also given these injections. In addition, he was injected with estrogen, which affected his physiological characteristics. Due to long-term injections, the backs of his hands often had many needle marks. In an entertainment industry overrun by dark forces and CCP agents, it was nearly impossible for Mr. Cheung to break free from this imposed persona, especially after he caught the eye of a certain CCP elite. In the end, it was delivered to that person's bed by a female artist he deeply trusted. Mr. Cheung said that a high-ranking CCP official violated him and had him confined in a luxury residence in Hong Kong, with people assigned to watch him. Then made him film movies at a marathon pace, draining his physical strength and energy. While his compensation was unreasonably low, that female artist had collaborated with him on well-known works. She was extremely famous, had enormous influence in the industry, and enjoyed a relatively good public image. But Mr. Cheung testified that this female artist was practically a modern-day Kawashima Yoshiko, a double-agent female spy, who, during her lifetime, used her power and influence to act as a go-between, pushing many rising stars in the entertainment world into the abyss. Many people assumed that the more attractive Hong Kong stars willingly became kept companions of the wealthy, but that was not the case. Behind it all were dark secrets. This female artist also died of illness from karmic retribution. Just a few months after Mr. Cheung's passing, heaven's net is vast. The eyes of the divine see all, and hopes the world will know. Do not think that just because you can fool the world with your misdeeds, you can fool the divine. Yi-Wan feels great regret for this female artist's life choices and fate, and hopes that anyone with a connection to this female artist who sees this message will turn back from the brink. and stop serving as accomplices to the CCP in its persecution of sentient beings. LeslieCheung told UN that despite the immense suffering he endured, he deeply cherished life and would never have ended it himself. On the evening of March 31st, 2003, LeslieCheung had a dispute with the spy whom the outside world believed to be his homosexual partner. The cause was that the CCP elite who had violated him had set his sights on one of LeslieCheung's juniors and wanted Cheung to introduce that junior, possibly Koo Tin Lok, Louis Koo, to the elite. But LeslieCheung was kind by nature, and he was known for mentoring and looking after younger artists in order to protect that junior during the altercation. He was pushed off the building by the spy, posing as his boyfriend, and was killed. In other words, Tong Hok Tak, the man by his side, was the spy, not his lover at all. The suicide note found before his death was also written by someone Tong Hok Tak hired. Although he has been gone for so long, Mr. Cheung has not gone to reincarnate due to resentment, sorrow, and indignation. Generally speaking, the souls of those who die unnatural deaths are trapped in a state of great loneliness and suffering until the end of the life course originally arranged by the heavens above. But Mr. Cheung said that after his death, he was able to break free from the grip and control of darkness, and heaven allowed him to live more freely. Perhaps this was the karmic reward for his kindness during his lifetime, because throughout this lifetime, Mr. Cheung did everything in his power to protect his juniors from being harmed by anyone. Generally speaking, UN does not readily receive messages from deceased souls, because many beings are not good-natured. Since childhood, UN has been able to see a person's true nature, good or evil. Through television, she can see the most authentic side of every entertainer. Regardless of the country, every entertainment industry has its dark side, so UN has never had so-called idols, including Mr. LeslieCheung. Despite his extraordinary achievements in film and music, but when LeslieCheung came to find UN, the look of sorrow and helplessness on his face inexplicably made me weep continuously. After his death, because of so many injustices, he did not go to reincarnate. Instead, he went everywhere, seeking help from capable mediums. But because his energy was insufficient, he could not condense into a form capable of dialogue. So even mediums who wanted to help him could do nothing. Yet now, for reasons unknown, Mr. LeslieCheung was somehow able to penetrate the firewall that the great master of the FA had set up for you, and the great master of the FA takes responsibility for each of his disciples, protecting their safety by setting up a protection similar to a firewall concept to prevent evil from harming his disciples and enter my space to pour out the injustices he suffered. One should know that even for you, penetrating this firewall was difficult. When Mr. LeslieCheung came to find UN did not initially want to discuss his troubles, because after years of having her celestial eye and heavenly eye open, UN had grown weary of this state. Even when he first came to find UN had once sent him away. UN once felt that it could neither help the Creator save sentient beings, nor serve to validate Phelan Dafa, which was created by the Creator. Therefore, UN once prayed to the Master to close her celestial eye so as not to interfere with her cultivation, but the Master's arrangements for IN are forever beyond what IN's level can fully comprehend. After the celestial eye was closed for a while, it reopened on its own, allowing UN to receive use messages and to continue the soul dialogue with Mr. LeslieCheung. UN believes that the karmic connection with Mr. LeslieCheung was also brought about by the Yumenglong incident. The information provided by Mr. LeslieCheung supplements use expose of the entertainment industry's dark supply chain, which is why it is included here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share our video. Follow UN Transmission on Ganging World for more articles.